वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः स्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धरता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्। मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय। अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि। अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्। श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ज्ञानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्। अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी। सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः। अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः। समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समः सङ्गविवर्जितः। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उपस्थित भगवत भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है, और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है, वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
Sa Jita Sankadosha Adhyatmanitya Vinivrita Kama Dvandve Vimuktaha Sukha Dukha Sange Gacchantya Paramavayam Tat Sarvasya Jaham Hiti Sannivishtu Matta Smitirya Namapohanam Cha Vede Sarave Rahameva Veju Vedanta Kitave Davideva Jaham Vedanta Kitave Davideva Jaham Chintayanto mam ye jana payupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Those devotees, however, who worship me alone, thinking of none else, and ever united, I myself attend to their needs, wants, and provide them with security of what they have. Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can now gently and slowly open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness, and all you have to do is to shine brightly, and you will be helping the world and the universe. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj. Stay blessed.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. On behalf of Swami Geeta Kiran ji and Guru Bhai Joshi ji, I wish you all a very happy evening, and I welcome you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being with us tonight. Having said that, I would like to hand it over to Guru Bhai Joshi ji. Please take it from here. Over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna, and thank you very much, Guru Bhai. Welcome again, all of you. Especially, I see a very important devotee from Minneapolis has joined today. He is the founding member of Geeta Ashram, Minnesota. Welcome, Kumoji. Thank you for joining us today. We are in the midst of Pitra Paksha, and last day of the Pitra Paksha is 14th of this month, the coming Saturday. This is the time, with respect and affection and love, we pray our forefathers, their blessing, and wish wherever they are in the divine hands of the Lord. It's a very, very powerful time to do sadhana, to do seva, to do satkar, like yajnas karma. With that said, I think we are missing Kapoorji today, Peter Bhai? Okay.
Haji, yeah, he couldn't make it today. Yeah.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So I will take 10 minutes and then request our Dr. Professor Prasadji to take it over. Usually I talk about it and I don't get tired of talking. Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sasa, uvayorapi darshansa, tattva sanyosa, tattva darshiti. Being the students of Bhagavad Gita, we have to learn what is the truth, what is true living. If we don't understand the meaning of true, we will be always in pendulum, left and right, up and down. Up and down, there's the one that we need to be anyway. So, this 16th verse of chapter 2, so well narrated in many books and very well explained by Swami from New York. And I always bring it up because I don't get tired of talking about Nasaso Vikyase Bhava. And then a very powerful verse, second chapter again of the 45th. Sri Krishna gives a very powerful beginning key to Arjuna. Arjuna, Sri Gunya Vishya Veda Nisya Gunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Arjuna, Veda talks about 10 gunas, 3 virtues, Sasogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. This is what Srishti is made. We experience these three gunas all the time through the naked eyes. But Lord Krishna says, Arjun, Nishaguna Bhavarjun, transcend from these three gunas. That means know this Maya, know this movie of 10 gunas, three virtues, three gunas as a movie. And know that they are temporary. That's what first verse I was talking about. Now to go with this about. But the truth is beyond these three gunas, which remains always, and once known, you are happy once for all. There is no way back to go to be miserable. And in this today's meditation, those who came once in a while, we begin our session with a powerful meditation with Gita mantras by Swami Geeta Kiran from Thailand. And she mentioned this, Ananya Nishchayanto Ma Ye Jana Paripasate, Tesham Nitya Bhayuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. It came out while she was doing meditation. And here Lord gives a very strong, very strong thing to the bhakta. Once you become a bhakta, a real true bhakta, then the divine powers will take over and take all the problems away before they touch you. They provide what you need before you think about needing them. And whatever you have is protected by Lord Himself. A very powerful mantra, 22nd verse of 9th chapter. And then I always talk about insurance policy without paying the premium. The almost end of the Bhagavad Gita, Sarv Dharman Parityajya Mamyakam Saranam Vraja, Aham Swam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ikshami Mastacha. We are human beings. We are created by virtue of our vasanas of many hundreds of past lives. We are not perfect. So sometimes we can do mistakes. We get trapped by the Maya. But Sri Krishna says, don't worry. Done is done. Use your Jnanendra Indriya, the five faculties. Give to me. Give to me means give it, get it away from the Maya and get into me. Come to my shelter. Come to me. And Aham Swa, me to you, will forgive all of your sins in this very life and get you moksha. Don't worry. What a powerful thing that you are getting from him. And then, of course, Arjun got it. And our entire Bhagavad Gita understanding by Arjun was Nasto Moha Smritur Labdha. My moh or my relatives, my friends, this temporary existence of people has gone out because they're all asset, they have to go one day. I don't have to be totally put my faculties into them and live the rest of my life thinking about them. And with your kind grace, I know who am I, my doubts are gone, and I will do your vachan, your words. And that's what we must also say. Whatever you learn from Bhagavad Gita, whatever, do Kari Sevatnam Tava. Try to do what Lord Krishna has said. And with that, since Kapur Sahib was not there, so I came on board. But now I want to request our Dr. Prasadji, our real teacher. His teaching is just like a classroom of postgraduate school, and we feel thrilled and enlightened. And I'm sure all of you must be enjoying so much what Dr. Prasad always brings us to us. Thank you very much, and I request Dr. Prasadji to please take over.
Thank you very much, Joshi ji. Can you close your screen?
I can close it. I don't know how to close it now. I open it.
I can't open then.
No, you will be able to. I can come out. What I will do is
Thank you. I will start with prayer to Bhagwan Sri Krishna and to Gurudev Maharaj. Vansi Vibhushita Karan Navani Hridaba Pitambara Darunabimb Haladharoshtha Purnendu Sundara Mukha Arvinda Netra Krishnat Param Kimapi Tattvamaham na jane Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Divine souls, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Those who have been following, who haven't realized that we have covered up to verse 3 of chapter 5. We have dealt with this verse rather in great detail, and the summary is given here. The verse is Jyeya sanitya sanyasi yo na dvesti na kankshati niradvando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Bhagwan says to Arjuna, that the karma yogi na dvesti na kankshati, who neither desires nor hates. Arjun, Jyeya sanitya sannyasi. Consider those karma yogi as perpetual sannyasi, ever renounced sannyasi, the one who has reached the state of karma sannyasa completely. What? Nirdvando, those who are free from dualities, the pairs of opposites, is sukham bandhat pramuchyate, very easily liberated from the bondage of sansar. संसार के बंधन से छुटकारा मिल जाता है. किसे? जो न द्वेष्टि न कांक्षति. ये कितना आसान सा मंत्र भगवान ने दिया है. He has given a very simple formula for us to get liberated. जीवन मुक्त, freedom from bondage, संसार बंधन से मुक्त. What you have to do? You have to take into consideration 3 aspects. The performance, when you perform action, think that you do not hate anybody. No hatred, na dveshti. Also, you do not perform action for the sake of fulfillment of your desire. You have with kama, we have talked about it many, many times before. And chapter 2 and chapter 3 is full of desire, kama, and that is one of the worst enemy which can have. So one should be free from material desire. We are not talking of spiritual desire. You can have desire to attain Brahma, but not for fulfillment of desire material world. Also, when you perform action, you should be free from dualities. That this is good for me, this is bad for me. If I do this, this will happen. That dvanda, sukha, dukha, sama, must have sama. Labh, alabh, jay, parajay, all those dualities, you should be free from duality. So, from this mantra, we have to take the key points are that you must remember that while performing action, no hatred, no desire, no duality. Now let us move to the next verse. This is chapter 5, verse 4. Bhagavan continues and says, Sankhya yoga prithak balah pravadanti na panditah ekamapyastitah samyak uhayor vindate phalam. Sankhya, that means renunciation of action. Yoga, that means karma yoga. Prithak, separate. Balah, the ignorant. Pravadanti, they say. Na pandita, never the learned. Ekam api astitah. Ekam apyastitah. Ekam is one. Api is even. Astitah being situated. Samyag uhayo vindate phalam. Completely they achieve the same result. If when even one of them they perform, they get the result of both. I will explain. Here, the word used is bala. I will explain that also. So the meaning of this verse is the ignorant or the fools, never the learned one. So the fools speak of Sankhya and the path of Karma Yoga as different. While those who perform either of them, either Sankhya or Karma Yoga, they get the result of both. And what is the result? The ultimate result is God realization. Then let me explain further. Now, the word used here, let me explain the first part first. Sankhya yogo prithakbalah pravadantina pandita. Meaning is very clear that it is the balah, that means those who are fools. But fool is the meaning of balah, but actually Gurudev Maharaj told us that you should not use the word fool. कोई मूर्ख नहीं होता है, कुछ न कुछ तो बुद्धि होती है. But consider that agyani. So it's his teachings to us that when he explains this verse, he says, do not use the word मूर्ख. Although bala का मतलब मूर्ख होता है. But we should take it as what Maharaj has said. Take it as ignorant, agyani. जो अज्ञानी होते हैं वे समझते हैं कि सांख्य अलग है और कर्म योग अलग है. These two are separate. Sankhya yoga and karma yoga are separate. This is the view of those who are ignorant. They're bala. They don't have the knowledge. They don't understand clearly the meaning. What about the Pandita? The word Pandita has been used several places in Gita, at least 2 places in Gita. I will come to that. But Pandita means Panda ite. That means Panda means Atma. The meaning of word Panda is Atma, and meaning of it, that one who knows. So when we say Pandita, that means those who knows about Atman. They have the full true knowledge about Atman. The one who has the true knowledge of Atman is called Pandita. You remember verse 11 of chapter 2? Asocha nanvasocha stvam pragyavadansa bhasase gatasuna gatasuncha nanusochanti pandita. That is the first verse where Bhagavan starts giving teaching of the Bhagavad Gita, that is verse 11 of chapter 2. There also the word Pandita has been used. So Pandita means one a very high, it is not just knowledgeable person, not only he is Jnani, but he has the Jnana of Atman. That is the supreme knowledge. There cannot be any knowledge higher than the knowledge of Brahma or knowledge of Atma. So the Pandita, those who have reached that level, to him, they are not different. So the difference is taken as different. What? Sankhya and Karma Yoga are the different paths. This is taken, understood by those who are not knowledgeable. While those who are knowledgeable, they think they are the same. Why so? Those who have true knowledge of Atman, they consider Sankhya and Yoga to be one. Why? Because both of them lead to the same ultimate goal. Whether you follow the path of Sankhya Yoga or whether you follow the path of Karma Yoga, ultimately you are able to reach that highest goal which every sadhaka aspires to reach that. Analyzing this point, when you go in deeper aspect, then there they say Sankhya is yoga and yoga is Sankhya. You see, Sankhya is yoga of what kind? Niriswara yoga. While yoga is Sankhya, what kind of Sankhya? It says Swara yoga. Anyway, you may not go deeper into all these, it may complicate. But the fact is, those who are at higher level, whether it is Kankhya Yoga or the Karma Yoga, they consider to be the same. They are the path, one after, as normally assume one after another. I will explain that also. So, the way to reach the goal for the householder's life and for those who are taking the monastic life, it may be taken as different. That the one who is taking their householders and they follow the path, one may not call it a one or what is called Sankhya, or that is the one who has followed the path of karma sannyasa. So the karma sannyasa or the Sankhya is taken generally by those who have taken the monastic life. They have given up the house and taken a different path that may be considered at them as different. While householders, they follow the karma yoga, but even while one is householder, he can also follow karma sannyasa. So in Bhagavad Gita, it is very clear. Nowhere it has been mentioned that for following the path of karma sannyasa, there is need to give up the house. You don't have to leave the house. You may continue as a householder, yet you can reach that same goal as following the karma yoga or karma sannyasa, wise as a householder. I have given an example. I live in Elk Grove, AG, and I want to go to Chicago. How do I go? Well, I can go by road. So I may take the road and go to Chicago. Or if I have aircraft, I can take an air route and go from here to Chicago, but there is no airfield at Elk Grove, which is at Sacramento. So what I travel by road to Sacramento, and then I take air to Chicago. So this is the consider. If you take by road means Karma Yoga, by air you take this and the Sankhya Yoga, or Sankhya Yoga here means the one which is followed by the Karma Sannyasi. The follower of Karma Sannyasi, you can take it as Sankhya. So Karma Sannyasa route you can take, but if that's not available and one has not the taken the Karma Sannyasa or monastic life, then he, as a householder also, he can travel by taking the route of Karma Yoga to a certain distance, and from there take on to Karma Sannyasa and reach the destination. So generally it is thought that in order to have Karma Sannyasa, where you need to meditate, you need to study Sravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. These are the paths these are the routes which the Karma Sannyasi take to get enlightenment. You cannot follow these things unless your mind is pure. Now, impure mind, if you want to go to sannyas, take a sannyasa route and go to Himalayas, which if your mind is not pure, you may physically be there in Himalayas, but mentally you will not be able to concentrate on the study. You will be a total failure. And this happens to many of sadhus and mahatmas who run about here and there. They are not really enlightened. You can see a lot of people चक्कर लगाते हैं, घूमते रहते हैं, चक्कर लगाते हैं, टीका कर लेते हैं, कपड़े पहन लेते हैं, और they are lost. That is because they have not developed the purity of mind, and they have tried to follow a path which is difficult for them to. They have not reached that level. Earlier, Maharaj ji कहते हैं कि नीचे का क्लास किया नहीं, PhD पढ़ना शुरू कर दिया. Now, PhD के लिए you have to prepare the ground to be able to understand the knowledge as one is required to assimilate at the level of PhD. So, the path of Karma Yoga and path of Karma Sannyasa can be considered same with the keeping in mind that ultimately you reach Chicago. Ultimately, you reach the destination. Whether you follow the Karma Yoga or whether you Karma Sannyasa, you will be able to reach the destination if they follow the path. Now, I have just given a rather 4 steps to liberation or to mukti. One can take it in from one stage to another stage, and this is what can happen to people who are at the different stage of development spiritually. In the path of spiritual development, one can take one step, another step, and they go on. You can see the one who is at the lowest level, they are what is called Palmer. This is the name given to those group of people, and vast majority of people, they are in this stage where they have no interest in spirituality. Must make a difference between religion and spirituality. You can have religious following, but you don't have interest in spiritual development. Anyway, I will not go into that. See, so people in general mass, वो अपना घर का काम करते हैं, बच्चे संभालते हैं, परिवार चलाते हैं, that's all right. This is what happens to vast majority. मनुष्यानां सहस्रेषु कश्चित् यतत सिद्धये. So there are only few who take this route to spirituality. They have no interest in spirituality. Most of them, they are involved in earth and kama. They're the tamasic people. They just go and collect and try to earn money or livelihood, and they have certain desire to fulfill for themselves or for the family and for a house. So this is they don't have interest in spirituality, and they perform action depending upon their own intuition, their instinctive instinct in them. Depending upon what instinct they have, they perform action. Most of them are tamasic pravrti, and they just sleep and they work and they earn money and they follow the life. Then there is a stage when you go a step up. These are the dharmic people. They are having some interest in working, in the sense that they have artha, they have gama. With that, they have dharma. This dharma is generally the religious activity. They will go to temple, they will go to bhajan, and they will perform some action with the aim of getting something, with the aim of getting some artha, getting fulfillment of kama. So the dharma here, they follow the dharmic path, but dharma is for them to realize whatever they have. They want to go to temple and pray to get something. So to get something, the moment you ask for something, then your level is not that high. But that is also all right. A stage comes when from among these people, the shraddha develop karta hai. Besides in following the path, religious path, they develop some shraddha. When they get shraddha, then they go further higher and they move up. When they move up there, they will to attain higher knowledge. They move towards attainment of Jivan Mukti. They want to have realization. They want to get rid of the sansara. And when they want to get, it's called moksha. So with dharma, artha, they also develop moksha. So these are the people, these are the sadhakas. They go to mananam, nididhyasanam, besides the Shravanam, Mananam, Nidhyasana. This is the karma sannyasa yoga. They also do meditation, and they, having gone into this path, purified their mind and intellect, they are able to perform Maranam Nidhyasanam, do meditation, and ultimately they reach to the highest level. That is the final destination of enlightenment, Jivan Mukta. So you can see, from among us, we can understand where we are. We can evaluate our level of spiritual scale, where we are. Once we understand where we are, we have to take into consideration the fact of our negative tendencies. What are our negative tendencies that are pulling us down this way? Are we involved in artha and kama all the time? Or have we gradually got rid of this earth and kama and the worldly attitude, worldly involvement? Once we start moving that, once we start getting this side where we have got the things to study, we have got the things to listen, sravanam, mananam. Once you get into sravanam, mananam, then you start moving up and you are able to reach the final destination, which Bhagavad Gita tells us to carry on. Now you can see generally what happens. They are the worldly beings. What happens to them? देहात्म भावो विषये सुराग कर्तव्य भावश्च तथैव कर्मसु सत्याच्च बुद्धि जगति हयस्य स एव बद्धः पुरुषस्य दुःखी. So these are the vast majority of people. They are involved in this. They are they're bound. They are dukkha. They are baddha and dukkha. Why they are so? Why they are dukkhi? Why they are bound? Why they are unhappy? Because they have these three attributes which are negative attributes. What are those? Those have identified themselves with the body. They think ये शरीर मेरा है और शरीर के लिए ये सब कुछ करना है. वास्तव में शरीर तो हमारा है नहीं. शरीर इक्विपमेंट मिला हुआ है भगवान के द्वारा फॉर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ दोज एक्ट्स which will liberate us. But we take it that this is my body. I want to enjoy pleasure with my senses and enjoy in the worldly affairs. Anyway, we have gone through that. So these disqualifications, what are those three attributes which are holding us, which are making us bound to the world, and we ever remain unhappy? So if one wants to remain unhappy, take the body to be yours. Then attachment to objects. Visayesu ragaha. You have that attachment or the calm or desire, as keep repeating. And Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan has in Bhagavad Gita many places. There's no chapter in Bhagavad Gita where Bhagavan talks about calm and raga and dvesa. All these things have been all over the Bhagavad Gita has been mentioned, but doesn't strike us. When it comes to, we get, oh, ye hamara chahiye, ye mujhe chahiye, ye chahiye. Desire comes in, attachment comes in, oh, mera hai ye, मैं और मेरा ऐसे में लगे रहते हैं. यही भगवत गीता कहती है छुटकारा तुम्हारे बांध कर रखता है. This keeps you tied to the world. If you want to get elevated, get into the spiritual ladder higher up, then you have to get rid of raga and visayesu raga, attachment to objects. That is the second one. Third is doership in action. मैंने ये काम किया, मैं नहीं करता तो होता नहीं, मैंने किया. डूअरशिप, कर्तृत्व भाव, मैंने किया, मैं और मेरा. These are the things. In this, once you are involved in all this, जगत ये संसार मेरा है, the belonging of sansar is there. These are the people who are bound to this world. They ever remain happy. But then a time comes when these people, having realized कि कितने दिन तक ये दुख सहते रहेंगे, इस दुख से, this is also inbuilt in us. We do get at times this feeling कि ये क्या हो रहा है, कहाँ तक फंसे हुए हैं जाल में, this नेट में, इस संसार में कहाँ फंसे हुए हैं, इससे कैसे उबर जाएं. तो they are the people, they say, प्राप्ता मया लोक मान्या प्रसिद्धि भोगोऽपि भुक्तश्च धनं तथा हि लब्धं सुखं नैव मया कदापि मुक्तिं आङ्क्षामि अधुना मुमुक्षि. I gained prestige in this world. Prapta maya loka manya prasiddhi. There are people who have risen high they have got all kinds of higher levels of attainment in their life. The CEO and other things, they are in this. Enjoyed the wealth, dhanam, bhoktu. They are the bhogi bhokta. Here we are talking about kartitva bhav. Here these are bhoktritva bhav. These two are bad things. If you have kartitva bhav and bhoktritva bhav, you are down. You must get rid of kartritva bhav, must get rid of bhoktritva bhav. Whatever bhoktritva, whatever phala will come, it will come. Don't hanker after phala. Don't run after phala. So these people, there are then a grade comes when they say, हो गया, I have बहुत सा मान कमा लिया, बहुत सा धन कमा लिया. Lubdham sukham neva maya kadapi. There's nothing that I have not enjoyed. But still, I never experienced that happiness. वो सुखी हमको नहीं प्राप्त. I didn't get sukha. ये तो दुख मिला उसको. तब उसे होश हुआ. Then he realizes, I attained high level in the society. I enjoyed lot of riches I have got, but I did not get happiness. Lubdham sukham naiva kadapi. Never I got the happiness. Muktim, then he comes, he thinks that now I am a mumukshu. That means I want to get liberated. I have a desire to liberate. And he says, now I should do something about it. There are a lot of stories and theories about it. You have say, Ab main nacho bahut gopal. Surdas says that I have danced enough. I have done all those things. I want to get rid of all the jewels. I have enjoyed all these things. There's no need for me to make use of all those things, belongings which I have. And these I have quoted from Gyan Sar of Swami Tejomayananda. I think I will stop over here and then we will take up next verse next week. Thank you very much. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prasadji. A very, very powerful insight given today. If you want to be really happy forever, it has been given in the verse 3rd of chapter 5. And only 3 things to practice. Na dveshti, na kamsati, and nirdvando. So I request all the participants to go and open the book and read more about this verse. And almost say Krishna is taking us to be happy forever, not this life forever. Make others happy as well. And these 3 sutras, 3 virtues, na dveshti, na kamsati, and nirdvando. Try to learn it, put one in your life for a week or 2 or 3. With 3 weeks, you will perfect it. With that, again, thanks to our new participant, Usha Purohit of Geeta Road, Chicago, and always Dr. Asa Karwalkar who joined us. I always love to thank Mukund Prasad when I see him coming. With that, thank you. Yes, Dr. Prasadji.
One thing I want to just for information to all the listeners. अभी जोशी जी ने एक भला मंत्र बताया, ना सतो विद्यते भावो ना भावो विद्यते सतः. सत और असत आप सबों को गुरु प्रसाद मिलता होगा. जो हिंदी के जानने वाले हैं उनके लिए गुरु प्रसाद में 2 लेख हर महीने प्रयास करता हूं लिखने का. पिछले 3 हफ्ते से सत और असत पर, सत असत पर लेख प्रकाशित हो चुका है. 3 लेख हो चुका है, चौथा इस बार मैं भेज रहा हूं. So there are 4 articles you can go through on this topic itself, Sat or Asat. There are 4 articles have been published. If you have time, you can go into the CE. Guru Prasad milta hai aap logon ko. You can go through, turn the pages and try to spend some time reading. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, because I am hooked now, not so what you say about, I'm thinking and thinking. It opens up. So what I will do is that I will send in my data set the link for the Guru Prasad. And we will talk more about it, because you cannot, then finish talking about this. Keep talking, you keep opening up, keep talking, keep opening up. It's the miracle of Bhagavad Gita. There is no end to it, what you can learn from one single sloka. With that, please observe next 2 days for Pitha Paksha, and we'll see you in a wonderful week of Navaratri next Thursday. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev, thank you, all of you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
And of course,
Shri
thanks, and my last thanks goes to Swami Geeta Kiranji. Thank you, Geeta Kiranji, for providing us the platform. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Krishna, Jai Guru.
Jai
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Usaji.
Okay, Raghu. Jai Shri Krishna.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.